America, we are indeed involved in a race to the bottom. I feel like it's like a bad movie promo. America, at a time when there's so much peril and so much income inequality, there is indeed a race to the bottom. But indeed it is true. There is a race to the bottom, and here is how the race goes. The white average family household income is 56 times larger, 50% larger than the African American, and 39% larger than the Hispanic. But the disparities are even greater when it comes to wealth. The median white household family income is nearly 20 times more assets than the median black family, and 74 times more assets than the median Hispanic family. And let's break this down by numbers. So median white assets for a white family is $97,000 in assets. Median assets for a black family, $4,900. Median assets for a Hispanic family, $1,300. Yep, you heard it here first, America. So there is a race to the bottom. Now, you can't look at this stuff in a vacuum. I hate when people look at it in a vacuum. So let's unpack this a little bit. Okay? So white wealth is pretty much off the charts in comparison to black family wealth and Hispanic family wealth. So now you have oof of income inequality, layers of income inequality, right? Now let's layer that on top of, you have failing school systems. And when I say failing school systems, I mean school systems that aren't getting adequate resources to do the job of teaching and learning, right? School systems where they've said, if you test well, you're good. It's not about, do you have inductive reasoning? Can you, work in a project? Can you work on a team? Do you have true grit? None of that, right? You also have this other layer where you've seen these attacks on labor unions. Now, there's a reason why that's important. Because after World War II, right, and before Jim Crow, before the end of Jim Crow, folks came home and they got the GI Bill, they had the ability to buy homes, they had the ability to be involved in the work at labor union and build a middle class. As African Americans continued to enter the labor, become laborers and be part of the labor union, you saw labor unions come under this attack and fire, right? Like people just like bombs over Baghdad on labor unions because they wanted to stop the growth of African American and Hispanic households. So now you're in a situation where the income inequality gap is so large, you can drive a Mack truck through it, right? Maybe 2 or 3 Mack trucks through it, maybe 23 Mack trucks through it, but nobody's doing anything about it. How you fix it is by creating economic opportunity. How you fix it by fixing the student loan debt crisis. Things that we can get done if Washington had the will to get it done.